Okay, I got my binder out. It's empty, completely empty. I have all of the things I made for the journal stuffed in here. I'm going to pick out my favorites and fill this journal today. So that definitely was one of my favorites that I made. There's nothing really special with this except some of the things that I've done. Some of the techniques I've done is like this gold edging. That was kind of fancy. And I love it. These were print offs and then a bunch of scraps and just some ephemera I had laying around. So there's that card. Oh, I guess this technique where you have the paper, the regular paper on the front, and then the back it's white. And so that's when I put this ink, and I used one of these to apply it, and then I sprinkled the water on there to get that like mottled, like texture watercolor effect. So that is the technique I used for this card. Okay, so for this card, I don't like this. This was a stamp. I like the stamp, but I didn't have patience to cut it out. I don't like this layer. But I love this back. Like, I absolutely love this. So what I think I might do is, because I don't like this back, is just save this card and then glue this in something later so I don't even have to see the back anymore. Might rip these off or something like that. But that's what I'm going to do for this. So I'm going to put this in my other ephemera box. Okay, again, this one I didn't like. This was a really long strip of paper that had these birds on the wire on it. And although I loved that, I just couldn't really figure out a cute way to put it on here. So I'm just not loving this one. So I'm just going to set it aside. Let me find one that I do love. I love the back of this. Like, I don't know why. I just really like this lady, and I love the blue. This side, I feel like it needs something. I love the blue colors. I found these little blue tags to put in there. I love this Forever Love Swan thing. But I feel like it's just lacking something here. So I feel like this needs a little bit of work, which is fine. I am going to add it to this journal. It's just my plan is to work on it. Okay, this right here, I love this one. This is personal because, well, you know, it's like, this is me, like where I lived when I met my boyfriend and where he lived, and it's just this little personalized thing. And then back here, it's like him, me, and then we find each other on the swing, and it's just like, this is very personal to me. So I feel like I want to put this in a book that's specifically for us. So I'm going to keep that, and I love that. Let's see. Oh, I like this. This is a really cute page. I love the pink. I love these tags that are in here. You can put one in this side and one in the other side, like that. I like all the different background pages I added to make this thin graph paper a little more sturdy. I even took one of these punches and just glued it there from, I think from the back side maybe, yeah. And then the back side is just cute, and it's got this little doily, and it's just all the layers, and I really think that it's cute. Didn't really do anything special, you know. This is a print off. These are the printables that I just had them laying around. I got them free in some class, and they were just sitting here. Using up my scraps, using up paper, scraps, doily scraps, ephemera. So just really cute use of that type of stuff. I'm going to add that to this book. Here I used lots of different scraps. I even used some of that waxy paper on here, just one of these little cards, which I like. And you can still add something to the back. So I think that's really cute. And then here I just had some printables that I printed inked the edges, so you can open this, write stuff on them. I really like that. I will add this. Now, if my book gets so big that I can't put anything else in there, this might be something I choose to take out, but I like the twos. They're kind of a lucky thing for me. I love the back. This back, not really so fond of this. I mean, she's cute, but I don't know. It's just not a huge favorite of mine. So I think I'm just going to add this. Probably one of those things where I just take this and glue it down and do something different. So I have this, but I don't have to see the thing I like. So that's probably what's going to happen with that page. This one's really fun. I don't know why I like this one so much, but this one big strip of paper. Here was just like some of those washi tape words that I cut out. Here's just a strip of this like coordinations color cardstock that you can rip, and on the inside it's still the same blue color or whatever color it is. All the cute animals, the circles, those were again printables. Those are really difficult for me to figure out how to use those, but I think this is a really cute application of it. So these animals are so adorable. I honestly think that this would look really cute in my I have like a woodland theme journal. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I think it's just right over here. Okay, I found it. I think it would look really cute in this journal. So I'm just going to tuck it in here, and I'll give you a peek at this later. It's got so much going on in it. It needs pared down, and you know, I don't know. It has a lot of stuff in there, but I think I'm gonna add that woodland thing I made to that. Okay, this was from an outdoor guide to Oklahoma, and I love that you can write on the back here, and I love this. I was born in Oklahoma, so I really feel like, again, this is like a personal thing for me. So I'm going to put it over here with my personalized stuff. This, such a cute little layout. I feel like it's, you know, like the little insects entomology, or however you say that. Pretty plain. It does match this, so I don't want to put it like right in a row. So if I add it, I'm going to add it towards the back side. So I'm going to put it over here. I am going to keep it in this journal. Yeah, now I'm getting the ideas for like a journal with a bunch of different insects, so that might be fun. Okay, this was just a little frame I made when I was learning how to like do some tips and tricks with watercolor, and then this is where you put the salt on it. I just glued it to this red cardstock because how else was I supposed to get this in something, you know, and I kind of wanted it to be its like own little picture frame. And then on the back, I just put, everyone should know a total love at least once. I love that saying. I love love. I love the red. I don't normally like red, but I think it really looks cute here, and it just goes. So I'm going to add this to this book. The small seeds of gratitude will produce a harvest of hope. A little drawing I did on some paper. I just stuck it on here. This little tuck spot with this. This was just me, again, practicing with watercolors, and I cut some things out from it. And then this side, sunshine. This is like, I love cutting out hearts. I have all kinds, I have a whole thing full of them. And then just some cute like polka dot tags. I thought that the different polka dots kind of looked cute together. And then this is what the tag looked like on the other side. But the reason I backed it with this is because it was pretty flimsy. And so and this is like almost like a paper bag material, but like a very thin paper bag. And I had painted on it. So I just put those on here. I love the colors. I think it's a really fun addition to this journal, so I'm going to add it here. Okay, this one, like, okay, I love this side. I love the grunge side. Rainbow side, I like this tag and how I put the grungy sticker on it. Like, that's kind of cute, but I didn't really like this flap that I made, and I don't really know how to fix it at the moment. So there's some more rainbow papers on here, my little heart, to just add some visual interest in there. Here's a little pocket, which is cute, like it's clouds in the background. And then this heart that when I was doing some of the inking, I soaked up the ink so it has like rainbow colors on it. I think that's kind of fun. And then, like I said, the grunge side, I just love this side. Use some of that paper on there. I love this tag, how it will just pop off like that. Or not tag, oh my gosh. Envelope. And then, you know, you can put stuff in this little envelope. And again, this gorgeous grunge. Like, I just love it. The brown inked image goes with it. But it does have that tiny touch of color in it, you know, a little peaking of color. So very, very, like, I just really, really like this. And I think it looks so cute next to that. Like if they're in the book together like that. So I'm willing to let this one go, hard as it is. I wonder if I have some really cute paper clips. Let me see here. Yeah, like this circle one. I think that matches a little better because it's a little more grungy looking. So let's put that on there. Let's do it this way. I guess it'd be so you can see that in there. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. All right. So, and this sunshine looks really cute next to the rainbow. So I'm going to leave that in there like that. And I think that is a great place to add this. So then these will, when it's open like that, you can see these two next to each other. I'm also going to go ahead and, I want to say stick this in here, but I feel like I need to leave it out so I don't forget to work on it. This is a Spanish learning thing, so this is just me learning Spanish. That's my personal goal, so I'll put it in my personal section. Here's another one of these that looks really cute with this envelope, all these cute little tags in here. Let's see, this little flap on the other side. Very cute. I'm okay with letting this go, but again, I feel like we're running into these same things, so I'm going to set it over here until I add a few more pages. Oh, I love this one. Okay, I love yellow everything. I don't know if you've noticed that, but so this is just like some print-offs that look like, you know, like a little stack of bills or receipts or something, and I put some rose gold staples in there and just inked the edges. I like that I can just lift that up, tuck it in here, and then, you know, you can use it to write on that or write on the back. And then on the background, this girl with her gorgeous hair and a couple of cute sayings that go on the tag in there. So I really like this. I think you can add more tags in here. I might actually look through my stack to find some to add to this because I think that it needs that. So I'm going to add that over here to work on and add to it. Oh, okay. This was so much fun for me. I had this Alice in Wonderland printable, which I really like this little guy. I think I'm going to do him again on something else and not for sure what. But then I had like this painting section, like I painted on this paper, which was really thin, like book paper. It was just something I had in my like art section because like I'm a painter and so I just practiced like mixed media and crazy different things and stuff. And that's what this was. So it was on a book page. I just took it, wrapped it around this, glued it down because these were like this red and blue and it has like these red and blue with it. So I wrapped it around this page to kind of make this sturdy. It's this flimsy graph paper. So then I just cut him out and inked the edge, put him on there. Later, I found this during a different video because I was looking, I knew I had a strip of paper like this left over from a project when we went to Vegas. And I found it when I was doing another video looking for something else. I found it. So I pulled it out and stuck it on there real quick. And that just made it because he's got like the hearts and, you know, the whole card story. If you know this movie, Alice in Wonderland. And this little bookmark that's like, I'm late because he's late for a very important date. And then when I got all this, it's kind of thicker stuff over here. Well, again, this paper is really flimsy, so I needed a way to make these holes a little more sturdy. And I don't like those little, yeah, they make these little stickers that you put on there, but they're just weird. I mean, if you glue them down, they'll stay, and they're just kind of boring. And so I wanted to make it a little fun. So I had a long strip of black paper, and I just cut it to pieces that would just fold over real easily, and glued one side, punched the hole, flipped it over, glued it down, punched the hole. But before I did that, I edged them like different edgings. Like I have like different scissors that Like this has, oh, it's like called decal. So it has that edge right there. And one of them, this one I just did on its own. And then this one's pinking sheer. So I just did the different edges like that to make it a little more interesting. So I think this is a really fun page. It was fun to create and just get crazy with it. So that's that. Okay, here's another little, oops, I have, oh, there we go. And this is just some craft paper, cardstock. It's craft cardstock actually. And I did a whole video of just inking these backgrounds with distress inks on this and making it like a watercolor design and then inking on top of it. I added these because they were flying everywhere the other day and I just thought they would look cute on there. And then this was another inking project I did. I just cut one of them out and stuck them in this little it was just a little strip of paper, a little strip of like this out of my strip box. And I just kind of cut it in a cute shape, inked it. And I thought I'd put this little thankful with the heart because, I mean, with the leaf, because this side is leaf. So I kind of wanted it to match a little bit. So that's that one, which I adore as well. Okay. This guy's pretty intense. It's got quite a bit of things in it. Let's see. So for the back of it, again, I had some of these things, these printables that I cut out that were just like a bunch of receipts and invoices or whatever type of thing. And I just took them and cut them all out, inked all the edges, and then I just stacked them kind of cute on top of each other like that. And then I put one of my rose gold staples in there. And what I decided to do was I took on this very back page a little bit of score tape and some glue, and I just glued the top across there on this back page so you could still lift everything up and you could still see this pretty background that I inked. I inked this as well because, again, this was the front side of the paper, this was the back, it was plain, and this I just glued it across the top so you could still lift everything and utilize all this stuff to write on or whatever. This side, I made a few little folding pages that just have like lots of different, like a sticker, a little scrap that I'd stamped here, some of this little paper. This was one of the pages that it's just craft cardstock. I inked this as well and just kind of made it grungy looking. I found this whenever I was looking for something else. It was a tag I made a while ago. I thought it looked good, so I just grabbed it and stuck it in here, which I thought was a cute, like, you know, it fits in there really well. You can write on these, you can write on the back of this. And then here's this. This was like my book thing because I have like a stack of books here and some books here. And this says World Book Day sticker. So it's just like a little book themed insert. Collector of memories, and it's just a little book. You can write in it, you can glue stuff in it, whatever you want to do. And then those both tuck in there. So that's really interesting. There's a lot going on in this one. Oh, look, I knocked this off. Okay. Let's put this down. And then let's put this down. There we go. I think we can add this in here now as well. Okay, we're getting to where this side's full. So I'm going to have to start filling this side. Still setting those off to the side so I can work on them more. Okay, I just was actually working on this one last night. So it's this with this little tuck spot or belly band. I had these postcard printable things. They're, you know, one on each page, so I just glued two of them together and then cut the edges and inked the edges, so then it's a little thicker. Same with this postcard, but this side I gave it a little more interest with this that I'm sure you've seen pop up in many videos. I finally inked the edges, glued it down, and then I saw this cute little guy with the glasses, and I just thought he was so cute. I thought I'd add him on there. So just some little things to tuck inside that belly band. And then on the back, I took This was some paper, some scrapbook paper, and I had been using it as like to put paint on while I was painting. Anyways, this sticker was on here. I added this little piece with it because I just liked how it went with this whole situation. Glued this down onto this belly band. Inked the back of this scrapbook page, which looks like that. These are pretty thick, so I don't have to add a bunch of stuff to it. Then I had this gorgeous gal, which she was a page that had holes in it. I decided to cut her down. I had inked her up, did the watercolor background with a stamp. Here I put that same watercolor on the back because I was testing the blues and oranges and it kind of ran together, but I wanted to color both. So she's just a little insert. You can write on the back of that. You can glue something else to the back of it. This was just me stamping this piece of cardstock that I had, and then I decided to put a tag on the back that just looked cute with the blue. It's very thick, and I just think that was cute, so I added those two to this, and I just really, again, enjoyed gluing things down. Not really, I didn't really care, you know, these don't have a theme, like this doesn't go with that, but it's still like blue, it's still cute, it's still, I just really enjoy like the freedom of it and how cute they are, like discovering them. I always said I was going to start going this way. Okay, we're going to go this way now. All right, here's the page I did. I'm really not sure how I feel about it. It's got a lot going on. This, I like it like this. It has a little tuck spot here. It has a little pocket here. Oops, here. It has this little journaling spot with this little butterfly. I love all that. Now, I made these two hearts with the intentions of putting them in this pocket because it's got like this blue, green, yellow ocean theme. I like these. I just don't know if I like them in here. I think maybe they could be glued together because, well, they will fit. They will fit. That might improve the situation a little bit. So I love this page without these sticking in here. So I think I'm going to glue these together and maybe use them in a different project. Maybe leave this for whatever it is that somebody else feels like sticking in here. But I really liked this stamp on this paper. I don't know why. It's just like normal like notebook paper. But it had paint on it and I put some ink on it and did that stamp as a trial. I just really like that. And this was fun too because I put, see this little gal back here? I put that little strip of paper, as you can see, it was a really long strip, so I folded it in half and wrapped it around that because it was 12 by 12 and this is 6 by 6. So I liked this little envelope I made. It's on my envelope day. I put both of the envelopes here. I just stacked some strips of paper to make it interesting and different colors over here, and then this little bookmark, or you can put something different in there so you can actually shut this. And then this, I thought it was really cute to just have it like folded over and like sticking out. It's just some of that paper with the notebook. I just like that with the ink on it. So I just thought that was a really fun and different idea to just have that sticking out as a little feature. So colorful. I love this. I'm going to put this in here right there. I think I'm going to add this to this side and lay it down there. Okay. Another this was some vanilla, off-white, whatever you want to call it, cardstock. I just stamped a bunch of different roses on here and put rose. I had inked the background. I found this little scrap that had the lines on it, and I thought, oh, that would be cute because then you could write something there. And so these were just supposed to be like corner things. They're a little bigger than I anticipated, I guess, now that I'm looking at it. But I also like how it kind of tucks that in. So super cute little, you know, watercolor background and inking sesh. That was fun. And I think it looks cute. This is adorable. Like you can open this and write something there. And then also we've got a couple of things you can pull out of this pocket. Here, got the doily, so you have all of that gorgeous layered goodness. So on this side, here's just a simple tag that I made. I liked that it was brown and blue. It kind of went with that. And here's one of those gorgeous envelopes I made. Again, with this paper, you can just stick it in here where it kind of sticks out like that. I like that. I really like that look, how it kind of like just sticks out. And I love the pink ink around the edge. This was a fun page because when I found this blue paper, this blue strip. Now these are always just strips, and I just gave him this decal edge with those decal scissors I was telling you about. And then I just found these like wildflowers with the blue. I thought it kind of looked good, and this dark blue, I thought it looked perfect with this yellow, and then that kind of brings the yellow out there. So I just put it on this, I have a bunch of these cut out. This is just some paper. It's cardstock. It was a paper pad of something vintagey. I don't remember. So I just ripped the top so it kind of gave it wasn't completely straight, and inked the edges and glued it to this so it had a little bit more, like, you can flip it over, you can write on it, whatever. And I just thought it looked cute with this like little wildflower country look type of thing. I love this little bird tag, but you know, once upon a springtime, we get our hands dirty, we go outside and we do some gardening. So that is that, but I just love this part. This is my favorite side of here. It was just simply a strip of this vanilla Manila off-white cardstock. I took 3 different colors of ink and I put them on here. I put a blob of the pink, a blob of the orange, and a blob of the green, sprayed them with water, and just stuck my paper down in there so it would hopefully get 3 different colors. And it worked. And then on the back, when I tried to do it again, there really wasn't much left. There was like I think a lot more orange than pink, etc. So I gave it some more water and just started kind of dabbing everything. So then same color palette, but it just mixes a little more with the pink and the orange. I think that's what had happened, is they started mixing at the top a little more. Inked it with these things. There's like a little ghosty type, you know, very subtle in the back here and there. And I just really like this. It's so cute and so simple. So that one, you can still write on the back. And I think it looks cute here with this like wildflower, because this is almost the same stamp. It's not the same stamp, but it's kind of got that similar vibe going on. So I think it goes really well with that. This is like a little bit different paper than this. It's not quite so shiny. This I just found, stuck this sticker on there. I really wanted to use a sticker, but I needed something else to put it on. I didn't want to just lay a sticker on here. So I put it on this little, just a little piece of paper I found. And it's got, this one I made so it has 3 different pages, so it has 2 pockets in there. And yes, I ripped this and folded it so it kind of gave it a like tuxedo character type of look. This was a flower I have a lot of these in one of my drawers. They're just made with like, I don't even know what this is, some sort of lacy gauzy fabric, and then it had this little thing. It's a brad that I would poke holes through the middle of these flowers when I cut them and layered them, and then glued it down. And this is just a little piece of lace. So I just grabbed all these little butterfly things that I had in my stash. I'll show you that one. And then these 2 bookmarks, so I could just shove them inside these pockets and have like, just to fill it up with something that I thought was cute. And since this one was such a butterfly theme, I guess I thought the same would work well with this. And this was actually a printable, and it's like this folded thing. I did have to like, this had an edge over here like that, but when I folded it on this crease, it was too big, like it wouldn't fold. So I just cut it down with these edging scissors and then inked everything that way. So that's that. And I just think that's so cute. So let's stick that one in here. That's everything that I've made for this book. I've taken a few things out because I just didn't have room. Let's see where we're at here. So it's pretty thick.